everybody, my name is Christy and today we are here to actually make some vegan cookies, which I'm basically saying Christmas cookies because it is in December and it's around the Christmas time. So today I'm not making it as far as just kind of doing it, just because all the recipes that I found had a lot of inclusive stuff and they took forever. And if you're like me, you're not really one of those people who want to be in the kitchen forever. You want to get in, get your food, get out, you know, that kind of thing. So I saw this in the store the other day. Sweet Lawrence, Be Sweet to Yourself. The chocolate chip cookies. These are pure vegan, so they have no animal products or byproducts to them. Okay. So, just a little bit on the back, just so you know. One cookie is 120 calories, while the carbohydrates is 17 grams, and then we only have 1 gram of protein. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is that when you pick out your pan, I'm just picking one because I'm going to be using parchment paper. You want to make sure that you don't use you don't want to grease your pan. Okay. So I'd recommend probably something that's just plain non-stick, but if you're like me and just get whatever's in your kitchen cabinet, and plus it'll make it a lot easier, non-stick parchment paper will do just the same. So you just make sure that you have enough parchment paper. Okay. Bye. Make sure it doesn't run away. So I just put it the other way around, so. And then when you put the cookies on, it'll push it down. So then we'll open her lovely packaging. There we go. And inside we have these cookies as such. As you can tell, they're going to just break off. When you break them off, you want to make sure they're 2 inches apart. So when you just take them apart, I always start in the corners because it kind of gives me something to work with. So that way I can kind of tell how much room I have to work with. Okay. Now, I'm very bad on eyeing, like how much space, but it's about right. Try to make sure they're not too close to the edge, but not too far either, because then it's like you don't have room for any of the other cookies. Okay, now that I'm done touching them all. Luckily, they're just for me and my family, so there's not a big problem. So what you want to do is, while you're doing this, you can set your oven to 325 degrees to bake them in. Now, baking time can change based on the type of stove you have, and of course, like how fast it normally works. Like it may work differently with a gas stove versus a electric stove, because we have an electric stove that for the oven, we don't have like a pilot light or anything. And the cooking suggested time for chewing, like more of a chewy type of cookie, is 11 to 13 minutes. While if you want it more firm and a little crunchy, 13 to 15. But I left mine in for 20 minutes. Because you want to make sure that they get to a nice golden brown still, so that way it forms a cookie. So what you do then is you take your pan, your lovely pan, and take it over. Now make sure, if you are a minor, make sure that you get your parents' permission and make sure that they help you. You don't want to burn yourself on the stove. Okay. Now mine's already hot. Normally you will preheat it and to do for the 325. I like putting my light on so I can see where my cookies go. Then go ahead and stick them inside. And then you leave them in for however long you would like. So far, we already put them in for 20 minutes as it stands. So for a 20-minute, it would be 7:28 p.m. today, which you'll be seeing this tomorrow. So you do the math, because you're gonna see this at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's not 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, by the power of preparation and my Easy Bake Oven, I went ahead and actually finished, is it hot? No, it's not hot. Finished some of the cookies. I finished one batch. So, and they're actually pretty darn good, if I say so myself. But we're gonna go ahead and actually taste them, because I have no freaking clue. Nice and soft. These taste like actual cookies. Like, there are vegan products out there where it is clear it is a substitute. These taste like chocolate chip cookies, which is really, really nice. And it kind of has a buttery flavor, but there's no butter. It's more oil than butter in it. I can tell these are going to be dangerous. I won't stop eating them. So, and there you have it. It's a very quick process to actually do the whole prep time. It can take you maybe 10 minutes just for prepping. Make sure you have all the stuff that you'll need as far as the equipment, parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, again, that's not a problem. Just make sure that you don't grease the pan, because the oil will actually come out, because I noticed that when I picked it up, the oil comes out of it a little bit. So it'll then start sliding around everywhere and it may not cook right. Make sure that, again, if you are a minor, have your parents help you with this. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you with this. And of course, make sure you share. Sharing is caring. So that is my cookies for this holiday season. And I'll be sharing it, of course, with my family and friends, and maybe even some of my coworkers, if they're watching this and they're lucky enough to get some before we eat them all. So until next time, guys, bye.